About prices from groceries.
Everything okay, ma'am?
It's just that you've only scanned a few items and it's already $60.
Definitely increased about $50.
This bag of grapes, $11. $11!
I saw packs of meat for $50+ in there.
For millions of Americans, a trip to the grocery store become a financial shock. Food prices keep on climbing, the paychecks are not keeping up, and many families are wondering how long they can keep the basic needs. If you are one of those, leave the comment below. Let's check this out.
We're launching a new series, Affordability in America. Stories about prices from groceries to gas, why they're rising, and what people are doing about it. And we start with CBS's Christian Benavides talking to a mom of three about how she's been able to stretch her family's budget.
Each trip to the grocery store is becoming more expensive for Florida mother Kiana Powell, shopping for her family of 5.
My grocery bill has definitely increased about $50.
What would you compare that to?
I would say like a month ago.
The costs are adding up fast.
We probably went over about $150, $200
Wow.
in a month with the same items. So imagine now what my bill is going to look like starting in June when school is out.
The cost for tomatoes is up nearly 40% from last year. Ground beef is up more than 14%. The fish and seafood, that's up 6%. Powell says she's had to become more savvy finding deals online, shopping at different stores for certain items depending on what's on sale.
Social media has been a great thing. That digital couponing world has really taken over.
So instead of doom scrolling, you're scrolling for coupons.
I'm scrolling for coupons.
She's joined several social media groups and rewards programs to help with a shopping strategy and is always on the lookout for a good bargain.
So how much time do you spend looking for these deals?
Every day. Every day. I cannot let a deal go to waste if it's something that I am using daily.
It's not just groceries. She's feeling the pinch across the board, from gas to everyday household items.
You can have a really great salary in your head, and then once you break everything down, the wages and the economy, they're not matching.
So another tip from Powell is that if you see a good deal, then buy non-perishable items in bulk. But bottom line here is that people are paying more to fill up the same grocery cart. Tony?
It's true. Christian, thank you very much.
So I've been shopping at Aldi for 2 years now, to the point where I did not have awareness of how expensive things were at other stores. What are you talking about? Was $8.25, now $6.89. Like this is some amazing deal. What? The off-brand is $5? I genuinely feel like I need a slap on the wrist because I just left Aldi and I paid $1.19 for a huge box of off-brand Fruit Loops. They don't have any bad dyes in them. They don't have any bad ingredients, and they taste amazing. I just looked at the Fruit Loops here, $6.89. I just did the math. That is a 479% price increase. Because I have the privilege of driving 30 minutes to my nearest Aldi, I get to pay 479% less on cereal alone. If you're not in the food desert, you better be grateful. Makes my stomach hurt.
Please don't scroll past this video. My family needs your help. We're late on bills and groceries need to be purchased, and I don't have money to buy groceries right now. I'm between jobs and I'm looking for work. I've been looking for work for a very long time, and while I continue to look for work, I need direct support in order to feed my family. I'm third person with 3 eyes at Cash App, Ko-Fi, Venmo, and PayPal. Anything you could send today would go toward putting food on the table and paying these bills up. I'd really need the help, and I really appreciate any help that people can bring. I'd really appreciate it. I said that twice. Something else I've said more than twice is that Buddha is not short for Barracuda. Barracuda reach a maximum length of 5 to 6 feet. Siddhartha Gautama stood over 6 feet tall. So if anything, Buddha's long for Barracuda. It's a little joke I wrote.
Find everything you need today?
Yeah.
Great. Okay.
Oh, God.
Everything okay, ma'am?
It's just that you've only scanned a few items and it's already $60. I'm so scared.
Okay, I'm a trained professional, ma'am. I've scanned a lot of groceries. I need you to stay with me.
It's just that my in-laws are in town and they want a charcuterie board.
Well, this isn't gonna be easy, so I need you to be brave, all right? What's your name?
Patricia.
Trisha, all right. I need you to take a deep breath. We're about to do the cheese.
Oh my God! The numbers are going up so fast! Why do we have to be on Balderson's house?
Don't look up there. It only makes it worse. Keep your eyes on me, okay?
Can't you just scan something less expensive?
I can, but let's not forget, it's the little things that add up, all right? Now brace yourself. I'm about to do the mixed nuts.
Oh my God, I'm gonna pass out!
Okay, bite down on this, Patricia. Get ready. I'm gonna do the cured meats.
No, stop! I can't do this anymore!
It's too late. There's a line behind you, okay? You're locked in.
I'm not strong enough.
I know it looks like a lot right now, but I promise you, you're gonna get home and you're gonna wonder, what did I even buy? You've got this, Patricia. Get ready. I'm gonna weigh the grapes.
Oh, what have you done to me, you son?
Okay, your total's $257.84.
No.
You gotta dig deep. This is the hardest part. Patricia, it's time to pay.
Friends in Texas and DFW specifically, where are we shopping for our groceries? Because I went to HEB this week and spent, I kid you not, almost $300 on groceries. And it's maybe enough to feed my family for the week. Used to, I could go and buy groceries and it would last me at least 2 weeks. It was breakfast, lunch, dinner. We make our dinner at home. We don't go eat out a lot because, you know, who has money for that anymore? Explain to me how $300 worth of groceries gets you basically nothing now. And I'm talking like basic stuff. We don't even get like a ton of packaged snacks and all that kind of stuff. It is simple things. Nothing is affordable anymore though.
Like, does this look like it's more than $40? Do you think it's more than $40? It is absolutely fucking ridiculous. $70 fucking Kitty. Mind you, yesterday I went to Superior to grab basic stuff like exactly it was 32 items according to this paper, but mind you, it was like small items. It wasn't nothing big. Okay, 119 with 49 cents. Okay, on vegetables and one meat. And then I came to Smart and Final yesterday again, and I bought 10 items. $75. $75. Are we fucking great yet? I don't fucking think so. Whoever thinks that this is great needs to fucking get their heads out of their fucking ass, because this is not fucking great. This is fucking horrible. High gas prices, high groceries, high every fucking thing is a great. How is that a fucking great thing? I just need to know, how is that fucking great? You MAGAs are the stupidest shit to ever fucking exist.
If anybody is wondering how bad inflation is in New York City, I paid $18 for a box of cereal today. I paid $18 fucking dollars for a box of fucking Raisin Bran.
I just got back from the grocery store. This bag of grapes, $11. $11 for a bag of grapes. These little cherry tomatoes, I used to be able to get these 2 for $4, so $2 each. You know how much I spent on these cherry tomatoes today? $4.83. You might have noticed I was away last week. I hadn't had any posts because I was at a conference in Florida. I came back today and I had to fill up my gas tank. Gas here in Pennsylvania is $4.73 a gallon. It was bad enough it was $4.50 something when I left a week ago. Now it's $4.73. So, MAGAs, are we fucking great yet?
This is pretty goddamn ridiculous, y'all. Y'all see this itty bitty can of coffee? I'm in the store right now. Y'all see this itty bitty can of coffee? Let me show you how much it is. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. You mean to tell me I am about to pay $10 for this itty bitty ass can of fucking coffee that's not even gonna last me? Like, it's not even gonna last me past a week, not even a month, and this bitch is $9.50. Oh, but if you get the bigger one, you're about damn near coming out of $15. Like, what the fuck? And this is the coffee section. This is crazy. Oh, that's not all. There's more. Okay, so y'all see this small bag of chips. It's not even big as my hand. Like, y'all see how small this bag is, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. $5 for this itty bitty bag of chips that's more than likely is about halfway fucking full. But yeah, America ain't shit. Now, I just bought me another can of coffee that was like at least $5. But get this, y'all. It's not even fucking full, my nigga. Like, this shit is like halfway empty. Like, what the fuck? This shit is $5 and y'all not even filling this shit to the goddamn brim. Like, bitch, and I just opened this shit. Bro, you got me fucked up. Like, these prices is stupid. It's ridiculous. And they expect for us to, and you know what? This is why bitches is burning shit down. Cause what?
How is anyone actually surviving financially right now? Because rent is up, groceries are up, utilities here in the Berg, they are up. But most people's paychecks haven't increased with that, anywhere close to the rate of inflation. And when every single basic expense goes up at the same time, it kind of starts to feel like the math just doesn't work anymore. What are we doing to keep up? Because budget better, it's not cutting it. What are we doing? In the comments, let me know.
I really need to know when you guys are paying grocery bills $1,000. I'm really stuck on this. I'm trying to figure it out. But I think I figured out where's my difference. 'Cause my grocery bill has never broke $500. But I do understand I eat a lot of the same things. I know how to make certain equitable, nutritious meals. And I know how to do it and adjust that as prices are doing all these different things. Because the thing about food that I was brought up on is you don't want to waste. So it's not the fact that you're spending $1,000. I understand people have needs. But when I hear somebody say they're spending $1,000 a month, you spend $1,000 a month on food, I then question, what are you buying? And within that $1,000, how many meals is that actually serving you? Chips, snacks. You know, I mean, kids, we're the good parents. We got snacks. We like to contribute, but that's not food. When you look at your actual groceries, what is actually the meals? And if you find out that I have a lot of snacks, don't really have any meals, while I love the fact that everyone's a kid at heart, I must say it's time for you to grow up.
Conservatives like to say like, oh, they told us the economy and global warming was going to be so bad and everything's fine. You don't understand that it's a slow burn. It's not always super fast. I've seen Great Value ice cream go up $1. I've seen other products go up 30 cents to $1. Gas is obviously super high and it's only going to get higher. Car prices, home prices, rent, everything is going up.
I walked into the grocery store and somehow managed to walk out spending $87. For what? I bought eggs, meat, coffee creamer, and some fruit, like basic stuff. Yeah, Kroger. Basic normal food is like luxury right now. I don't understand it. Worst part of it all is I feel like I leave and I bought nothing. Swear every time I check out, I just stand in silence like processing the damage.
groceries for the next few days. So we are at Aldi. I'm hoping to spend under $100. So come along with us with two toddlers. No little carrots, big carrots only. If you know, you know. If you're a mom, you know. I'm gonna unload, but we have spent exactly $100. You gonna help me?
Does anybody else's teenager buy shit at the grocery store just to buy it? Like, she's grabbing things I've never seen us have at the house before. Like this. We've never had that in the refrigerator. And whatever this is, we've never had that before. It's like she sees things and just, because we're paying for it, throws it in the buggy.
It's payday, so y'all know what that means. Let's go spend all my money on all my 50-11 kids that people in my other videos tell me I shouldn't be having if I can't afford them. I'm getting the little puppies on the vehicles this time. All the diapers. The buggy's looking like.
Hey, Lord, come on, God.
Would you pay $60 for one steak? I know I sure wouldn't.
Please help me understand, when was a box of cereal $9.29?
$33 for toilet paper? We can't even afford to shit.
There is no way that a bag of Tostitos are $6. Oh, 2 for $8. Ooh, ooh.
This is crazy. $9.49 for frickin' garlic powder.
Just look at what I got for $100 frickin' dollars.
Guys, I have never fucking seen this before. They have security tags on the fucking steaks, bro.
30 packs of Coke are now $50. Or you can get a 24 pack for $24.75.
$6.15 for a half a pound of Greek hot sweet peppers. What the hell?
Groceries have gotten so expensive, I now keep a list of all the things that I refuse to buy. Not can't buy. I just will not buy. Beef? Oh, that's off the list. I don't buy that at all anymore. Unless the cow is going to personally come in here and pay my mortgage, I'm not buying that. Potato chip? Absolutely not. Half a bag of air and vibes for $5, $6, $7, $8 sometimes? Nope, that's not gonna happen. Fruit? Oh, only if it's on sale. Cause blueberries be acting like luxury items now. You got a 401k or something? Candy? Oh, I don't buy that. I honestly, you can make candy at home, and I don't know about y'all, I like real chocolate. I don't like that fake chocolate. To be honest, in general, if snacks are not on sale, I'm not buying snacks because they just cost too much. Name brand? Oh, no, I don't need name brands. Generics are just fine. If that says, cornstarch on the box, it does not have to be name brand cornstarch. It all does the same thing. And things like juice and orange juice, oh, I only buy that on special occasions. Because a gallon of juice costs like what a utility bill does. See, at this point, I figure I'm not grocery shopping. I'm really negotiating. So tell me, what have you stopped buying because the prices have just gotten way too disrespectful?
This whole cost of living is actually a joke. I did my grocery shop last week and I feel like I have nothing left. And I'm like, I don't want to do a shop for this next week. So I'm going to stretch my food. Do you guys want to see what I end up eating? Because I'm not doing a grocery shop. I can't afford it. I don't have money for it. So do you guys want to see what I eat in a week?
I just want to say that it's fucking wild that as a 2-income household, my husband and I have come to the realization we can't afford groceries right now. Like, just straight up can't afford groceries. Because if we buy groceries, then we either won't be able to pay our rent or our electric bill, because both of those come out of this pay cycle and they will take the entire pay cycle. That's fucking bonkers. That's so fucking wild. We have 2 incomes and we cannot afford to eat, and we don't even have kids. Like, it's literally just the 2 of us, and we can't afford to eat with 2 incomes. That is just... But I mean, I guess, you know, that means we won't have to wash dishes because our dishwasher's still broken, as it has been for 2 months at the place that we pay so much in rent, you know? Wild.
Economists right now are predicting 6% inflation for the second quarter in the USA in 2026. 6%. It was just at 3.8%. If the war in Iran does not stop very soon in the near future, they're predicting 10% inflation. Do you know that most of the spending, most of the GDP, the gross domestic product, is in AI data centers that bring you zero to your financial situation? It costs us money. They get tax breaks and your energy prices go up. Ready for inflation to double in the next month or so? Are you ready for it to go to 10% inflation in the third quarter of 2026? We are in for an economic collapse in the USA. Are we in a recession? I would argue we are not only in a recession, we are heading to a depression, something that we haven't experienced in most of our lifetimes. Buckle up and get your finances in order. This money that's being spent as well is going to come from increases to taxpayers. It has to. We don't tax corporations anymore since 2017, when Donald Trump reduced the corporate tax rates. We are in very big trouble, my friends.
I just want to say that these grocery prices are so ridiculous, and it's really starting to piss me off because it feels like all of our extra income is going straight to groceries. I mean, we were spending before like $150 a week on a family of 4 for groceries. Now we're pushing 400 plus a week for groceries. The cost of meat is absolutely insane. We used to be able to get a pack of ground beef for like $6 or something like that. Now I went to Walmart today. It was $17 for a pack of ground beef to make some tacos. Like, what?
The price of literally everything has gone up so fucking much to the point where everything is literally unaffordable. I have a fucking master's degree. I still can't afford shit in this economy. Gas is through the roof at over $5 a gallon here. It costs $100 for me just to fill my fucking gas tank. Grocery prices are over fucking $500 for a family of 4 for the month. And that's not even buying the extras. That's getting half the generic shit and shopping at Costco in bulk. And don't even get me started on trying to budget and save, because all I do is use this app to track my subscriptions every month to make sure that I'm not overspending on anything that I don't need to be spending on. Honestly, it's fucking insane at this point, but what am I supposed to do to make a living and then also have any kind of social life at this point? You can't.
When do you think they'll get it? When do you think they're going to understand that people cannot afford the lives that they want? They can't afford the children. The generations will continue to get smaller. People will continue having fewer children. When do you think that's going to happen? Like, it's not a matter of, oh, well, it's just like a minor dip. It's a matter of the fact that people can barely make it work on their own. Or if you're in a situation like myself, I'm finally making really good money. I'm not going to immediately funnel that to a freaking kid. No, absolutely not. And yet the cost of living is still insane. Inflation's still insane. Housing still insane. And it's like they just think that they can continue to escalate on every front and everyone's still going to comply. Like, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to collapse. Like, I just don't understand why this is all coming as a surprise for them. They just think they can squeeze more and more and more. Everyone's increasing their prices on every front and saying, why isn't anyone having children? Gee, I wonder. So my second ever big girl job was at a grocery store. And I will tell you myself that the issue is not that society cannot feed people. We have more than enough food. It's that feeding people is not as profitable as selling food. One of the darker things that I learned working at a grocery store is that the grocery store food waste, they have something called shrink. Shrink is basically inventory loss. It's stuff that gets damaged, expires, gets stolen, can't be sold. And when grocery stores throw that inventory away, they write off those losses on their taxes. And so a tax write-off reduces the amount of income that a company gets taxed on. So if a grocery store loses, say, thousands of dollars in unsold food inventory, they can report that loss and lower their taxable profit. These corporations are more concerned with protecting profit margins than feeding hungry people. A lot of us are conditioned to believe that food is a privilege and not a right, but it should be our right to survive. And remember, they're not only throwing away rotten food. I've seen it myself. Grocery stores throw away overstock too. Entire shipments that can't fit in the freezer or won't sell fast enough. They throw out stuff with damaged packaging where the food is completely fine inside. Produce that looks ugly, like deformed fruit or vegetables. Perfectly edible food. What's crazy is there's already systems proven to reduce this waste. Something called dynamic pricing is where they lower the price of food right before it expires. It statistically reduces food waste significantly, but less than 25% of grocery stores in the United States do that because the companies would rather protect their profit margins than normalize cheaper food access. Okay, do you see where I'm going? And very few grocery stores consistently donate excess food to food banks either. That overstock or like the stuff that gets thrown away, like they genuinely throw it away. Some stores intentionally lock dumpsters or destroy the food before throwing it away. Like think about how insane that is. We have people digging through the trash while corporations are pouring bleach on the food so that nobody can take it for free when it's going in the trash anyway. Like, and the irony that these same corporations will ask you to donate money at the checkout screen for hunger relief while they're actively throwing away perfectly edible food that could have gone to shelters, food banks, struggling families. So imagine a grocery store has a bunch of extra food that they can't sell in time. So now they have multiple choices: lower the prices, donate it, or throw it away and make money back. They're going to throw it away and make the money back. And under capitalism, businesses are structurally incentivized to prioritize profit first. Grocery stores are businesses before they are charities. Their goal is to make money. So if giving away food threatens pricing structures, future sales expectations, or profit margins, many of these corporations would rather waste the food than normalize free access to it. That is a part of why some stores would literally rather destroy the food than give it away to you, which sounds like cartoonishly evil until you realize that this is exactly what happens when basic human necessities are treated as primarily products instead of human needs. France, great example, France. They literally passed an anti-food waste law. Large supermarkets are not allowed to intentionally destroy usable food. They are required to donate edible food to charities instead. So the problem is not production. We have more than enough food to feed everybody. The problem is distribution under a system that profit incentives matter more in than hunger. Manufactured scarcity is profitable. They are starving you on purpose. And don't even get me started on the fact that the grocery stores do not care that the food they are selling you is quite literally poison. When do you think they'll get it? When do you think they're going to understand that people cannot afford the lives that they want? They can't afford the children. The generations will continue to get smaller. People will continue having fewer children. When do you think that's going to happen? Like, it's not a matter of, oh, well, it's just like a minor dip. It's a matter of the fact that people can barely make it work on their own. Or if you're in a situation like myself, I'm finally making really good money. I'm not going to immediately funnel that to a freaking kid. No, absolutely not. And yet the cost of living is still insane. Inflation's still insane. Housing still insane. And it's like they just think that they can continue to escalate on every front and everyone's still going to comply. Like, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to collapse. Like, I just don't understand why this is all coming as a surprise for them. They just think they can squeeze more and more and more. Everyone's increasing their prices on every front and saying, Why isn't anyone having children? Gee, I wonder.
What's up, America? Walmart admits that the average person can no longer afford budget groceries. Yes, this is stunning news coming from Walmart, as Walmart has told its shareholders that the average person in America is now finding it hard to pay for budget groceries, let alone regular name brand groceries, but the average person can now no longer afford Walmart or Kroger brand groceries. Now, these types of groceries, the Great Value, the Kroger brand, they've been a staple for people who are on a budget. But the budget grocery items like Great Value brand's price has gone up so much, they're basically the same as name brands about a year ago. And the name brands keep raising their prices as well. So basically, even at Walmart, your choice is expensive and super fucking expensive. This led Walmart to say that the average person can no longer afford groceries, and so shareholders started selling their stock, not worrying about prices or anything like that, just fuck you, and we're going to find something that costs more for you, the consumer. So even though Walmart has an increasing profit and more sales, people cannot afford what they're buying, even on the budget end. And apparently there's an end of this. And that's when the average person simply runs out of money, which according to Walmart could be as early as this winter. And if that happens, then people will start living on what's called caloric restrictions, meaning they don't have enough food to fill their stomachs. And they'll start being restricted on calories they need to survive. Because remember, once you can't afford the budget brands, there's no other food. And so, frankly speaking, it's starting to get very desperate here in America.
In terms of what this looks like in New Mexico today, there was official economic data that came out that showed that inflation is real. We know it. We all feel it. We're feeling it at the grocery store. We're feeling it at the pump. We're feeling it in the housing market. But the reality is that Americans are struggling, deeply, deeply struggling. And, New Mexico is a place where we have a lot of families that are multi-generational in a home, where caregivers are grandparents, where people are on fixed incomes. And so the economic pressure on our communities has people feeling hopeless right now. They're feeling like they don't know how they're going to pay their rent. They don't know how they're going to afford groceries. They don't know how they're going to make it to the end of the month. And when you compound that with the feeling that the president of the United States does not give a damn about them and is now sending our children off to war, or men and women in uniform without any reason, without any plan, that he is just recklessly destroying our standing internationally and basically turning this government into a giant piggy bank for him and his friends. I think Americans and New Mexicans in particular are feeling really scared and hopeless right now. And that's why part of what we try to do in my office is to continue to show where we are able to have wins for our communities, where we are passing bipartisan legislation, and where we are actually delivering federal money back to our districts, building healthcare clinics and behavioral health and addiction recovery support programs, and investing in water infrastructure, because people are feeling really scared and hopeless right now.
My card just declined at the grocery store because apparently Cash App is trying to penned 4 charges for $93 from when I was at Walmart. So I have $400 pending out of my account. So I was just $10 shy of my bill at the grocery store. Luckily, my brother Dalty got me and he he Zelled me that $10 right quick. But I need to tell you what I just spent $106.47 on at Kroger, because I was a little shocked at the price that it was. So I got a total of 18 items. And I mean, I guess that's less than $10 an item. So on average, but I'm a budget shopper. Okay. Kroger seasoned spiral curly fries. Curly fries, $3.79. Drumstick cones, $6.99. Kroger savings $3 on that. Kroger apple cinnamon oatmeal, $2. Dolly Parton pancake mix, $3.99. Quaker oatmeal, $7.49. $7.49 for Quaker oatmeal? Are you fucking serious? Post, the fuck? Great Grain cereal. It's the most healthiest cereal in the world for you. It's raisins, dates, and pecans. That was $3.99, I guess, with a $1.30 savings. Vital Farms eggs, an 18-pack for $10.49. Kroger vitamin D milk, $4.19. Chobani coffee creamer, I got the one that was on sale for $3.54. King's Hawaiian buns, $3.99 for my burger. Kroger savings, $1.50. Dave's Killer Bread, $5.90. Power Seed thin cut bread, $5.99. Kroger savings, 30 cents. Peter Pan peanut butter, $6.29 for Peter Pan peanut butter. Say that fucking 5 times fast. Peter Pan peanut butter. Peter Pan peanut butter. Kroger savings, 70 cents. Smucker's blackberry jam seedless, $4.29. Kroger savings, 70 cents. Strawberries, $2. Kroger savings, 99 cents. Vital Farms butter, $8.49. There was no price tag under the butter. Did not know it was going to be fucking $10. Kroger beef bacon, because Denver Dallas is fucking allergic to pork, allegedly, $6.99. Kroger savings, $1.80. So the savings are saying that the price that I'm paying after, the price that's showing is saying that that's what I've saved. Fucking insanity. Unsalted butter, yeah, that $8.49. Beef bacon, $6.99. Kroger savings, $1.80. I don't know what the brand is because I'm not looking at it right now. Private Reserve Standard Leather. PRSL is what it says right on the PRSL beef sirloin patty. $10 for 4 patties. I mean, that's pretty standard. Smoked Gouda cheese, $8.49. What can I say? I wanted a good brand. I wanted Boar's Head. Taxes only $3.47. Shout out Arkansas. I don't know. Balance $106.47. $106.47 to get dinner, breakfast. Like for one person, that's a couple nights of dinner and a couple of days of breakfast. Okay, but it's like $106. It's like $40, like $33 really. Like it costs it costs a person an average of $33 a day to feed themselves if you don't eat out. Now, with the price of utilities and everything, make that like $50 a day. So let's say that it costs $20 for breakfast, $20 for lunch, and $20 for dinner if you budget yourself when you're eating out. For an extra $10 a day, you're not using your own electricity. You're not using your own, like, something's gotta give because that's fucking ridiculous, bro. Grow your own food, collect your rainwater, become self-sufficient. We gotta fight back. Like, we gotta fight back. They're teaching the youth how to mine for lithium batteries for fucking vapes and not teaching them how to grow chickens and farm anymore. We're leaving that. I'm not even gonna like. I don't want to be a target, so I'm not even gonna say. But coming from LA and knowing that big companies that you can get same day delivery from are the people who own the farms these days, and they're in like 20, 40-story skyrise agricultural animal farms, like industrialized, like think, I can't even say it. Think the warehouse, the company that you think, oh, when you think, oh, warehouse, that company owning your fucking meat and your eggs and all the things and your dairy, and like we gotta save our farms and grow our own food because $106. That's not even, I didn't even go crazy or nothing, bro. Like, maybe I went a little crazy by spending $4 on Dolly Parton pancake mix, but that's going to be a video. Become an influencer. Become an influencer. Because even if nobody watches your shit, even if not a single fucking person watches your content, you can at least write off that shit as a tax write-off. If you can prove, the chances of you getting audited are very slim to none. But if you write off all of your food and you're like, oh, well, I do cooking videos, and you can prove it because you actually do Every coffee that you make a video. Every meal that you make a video. If you have the time and energy, start making videos of everything you do so it's a tax write-off. And hey, maybe you'll blow up and $106 at the grocery store won't mean shit to you. But even Cardi B is freaking out about the price of groceries. She's like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, yes, I can afford it, but she's like, I have people in my team who have families who, like, you can't be the sole breadwinner of your family anymore. Like, you need multi income per person. Like, every single human being these days needs like 2 to 3 streams of income to survive. That's insane.
I feel like a lot of people are not understanding that life is going to get progressively more expensive in the near future. I think we know that it's going to get more expensive, but I don't think a lot of people are understanding why. My husband is a trucker. I'm super familiar with the trucking industry, which I personally believe is one of the backbones of the United States economy. So I wanted to break down just what the trucking economy is looking like so that you guys can understand a little deeper what people are talking about when they say that when gas gets more expensive, everything gets more expensive. And I'm even gonna draw you guys a little diagram just so you can really visualize it. So just to make sure we're both on the same page, you and I both know that our president bombed the nation that constantly said that they would block off our access to gasoline. And then just to get one more detail straight, there are contracted truckers and then there are day-to-day load board truckers. Contracted truckers, they have a contract, let's say with Walmart. Walmart says, okay, in 1 year, we're gonna pay you this much money and you're just gonna do this route every day, every 2 days. You're gonna pick up here, you're gonna drop off here, and you're gonna do that for a year and that price is locked in. On the other hand, day-to-day load board truckers, what they do is every day their dispatcher or themselves looks on what's called a load board where brokers have listed different loads that they need moved from point A to point B on behalf of the client. The brokers list the price in the budget that their clients give them. They take out a percentage for doing the work of finding a trucker to move it, sending out the contracts, making sure everything is safe and on time. So those are the basics. My husband is a load board trucker. So every day he goes on the load board and he looks for a load that will pay him what he thinks is a good amount. And then he takes the load from point A to point B. So this is my husband right here. My husband owns his own truck, has his own trucking company, and pays for his own gas. Previous to our single brain-celled president bombing our supply, my husband would get a load from this little broker right here for a fixed amount. Almost every week, it was almost the exact same amount. No complaints. My husband made a profit, broker made a profit, everyone's happy. Then on February 28th, our single brain-celled president decided that it would be a good idea to once again destroy our nation's supply of gasoline. So that meant that gas was getting more expensive almost immediately for my husband. But here's the thing, we had already bombed Venezuela. We've in fact already bombed Iran. So the prices that we were being messed with could have been stabilized pretty quickly. And so my husband was like, you know what? I'm just gonna eat the cost. So now he has a lower profit, but he's still making good money, so it's not a big deal. Except now 2 weeks have passed. This war is still ongoing. Price is not only increasing, but it is increasing daily. So every single day it gets more expensive for my husband to be able to take this load and still make money to feed himself, myself, and our baby. And so eventually he decides, I actually cannot sustain this anymore. If I keep going like this, my family will literally have no money to eat. So I need to talk to the broker to see if they would be willing to pay a little more to get these, let's say, strawberries from point A to point B. So my husband calls the broker and says, hey, I'm not making enough money. Can we please lift this a few $100s? The broker says, it's a little pricey. It's going to be a little tough, but because we trust you and we like working with you, we're going to up your pay a few $100s. Great. So now my husband is not taking home more money, but he's actually making a profit that is sustainable for our family. Meanwhile, the broker is paying my husband more and taking less to feed themselves and their own family and saying, you know what, let's just give it a couple weeks. This war's going to end. Gas is going to even out. We can go back to what our usual prices were. So now the person carrying the burden of gas pricing is the broker. But now it's towards the end of March. This war is still going on. Gas is still increasing on the daily. Nobody's making any more money. And now the broker is saying, shoot, I actually cannot take any money home. I am now at risk of not being able to feed my family. So what do? They reach out to the client who needed the load moved from point A to point B. So let's say this is your local mom and pop grocery shop. They're trying to get their strawberries from California to Utah, and they reach out to the broker to see if they can find a trucker to get them moved. Or maybe it's the strawberry farmers trying to get their strawberries from California to Utah to the mom and pop grocery shop. No matter who it is, it's just someone trying to get a load from point A to point B. The broker says to this client, hey, actually, we are not making any money because gas is expensive and the truckers are not able to continue to take cheaper loads, do you think you can up your budget a little? So what does this guy say? If it is the grocer is gonna say, sure, I can pay you this much extra, and they are now carrying the burden of the gas cost. Now here's the thing, this person here has a lot of customers, and so it's much easier for them to disperse the cost of whatever it is that they need to get moved, rather than the broker who needs to increase it by a few hundred to one individual person or whatever it may be. And so what they do is immediately ratchet up the price of the strawberries that you, the customer, are trying to buy, okay? So now guess who is carrying the burden of that load? It's you and me. You and I are now both paying 50 cents extra for strawberries or whatever it is that needed to be moved. So now you and I are at the grocery store, we're looking at the strawberries and we're saying, oh my gosh, 50 cents extra. When did strawberries get that much more expensive? But it's just 50 cents. So we buy it. Except for now it's early May. This war has not ended. Gas prices are still going up. Guess what the trucker is now saying? The trucker is now saying, I am actually at a point where I'm making no profit again, and I will not be able to feed my family if we keep this going. So guess what they do? They talk to the broker, who talks to the client, who raises the prices on the customer. And this continues until this war ends, and even after then, because gas prices will not immediately stabilize. The people at the top of the transportation chain rely on gas prices to see how much they'll be able to take home each month. And this goes not just for trucking, but for shipping and for airplanes. And so long as prices are going up, truckers are asking for more, not so they can take more home, but just so that they can make ends meet. And as I described with that chain, you and I end up paying that price. The crazy thing is, truckers actually often have fuel cards, which allows them to get a certain % of discount at some name brand gas stations. But even now, using the fuel card, they are paying way more for gasoline than they have ever paid the past 5 years. So when people say, oh, I'm willing to pay gas prices to make sure that Iran doesn't have nukes, or whatever lie it is they're believing, understand it's not just gas prices. It's going to continue to be everything else. Everything you buy on the weekly is going to cost more week by week because of gas. And that's just the trucking and transportation industry. I'm not even touching on big tech, big AI. I'm not talking about the stock market. I'm not talking about college loans and every single little factor that is playing into our economy. I'm hoping to warn you guys right now, if you guys do not have a bunch of canned food and non-perishables in your food storage, please just buy one extra can or one extra dry pasta or whatever it may be to last you in case you literally cannot afford groceries. That way you already have it in your storage, because things are going to continue to get pricey. And again, this is not to fearmonger. This is just to inform you guys how our gas prices are impacting our economy so that you can really picture it. And it's not just this nebulous thing that might or might not happen. It's happening. It's already happening. Chances are you're already feeling the pinch. And the most laughable thing to me right now, it's funny, but it's not funny, is the fact that tons of truckers were so supportive of Donald Trump because they said that their economy would improve. Here's the thing. At some point, the clients are not going to be able to pay the brokers more, and the brokers are not going to be able to pay you more for taking the load. So when you thought that this con man that everyone told you was a con man was going to improve your economy just because, it's not happening. And I wish you would have seen that. I wish you would have taken your head out of the dirt earlier to notice that this man does not care for your ability to feed your family. But maybe now you can learn from this lesson. Hopefully it doesn't hurt you that bad, and make better, more informed decisions in the future. Because I promise you, you're not the only one upset about this economy. Everyone is.